Hey everyone, it is Chris, the PDX Picker. I am here today with a different video than I normally do. Thanks so much for watching. This video is not going to be my normal resale content. Instead, I wanted to do a test review, kind of a product review on something that I've been seeing all over my YouTube feeds, my Instagram feeds, and maybe you guys have seen it too. It is the shoe cleaner called FZ150. There's a really good YouTube channel out there by a guy named Shoe Doc. He seems like a great guy, and he has come up with a product called FZ150 that is designed to be a shoe cleaner. He has that product and a couple of others as well that he sells, all in the shoe cleaning arena. The videos that he puts out, they're pretty amazing, the results that come through on the shoes, so I kind of wanted to test it myself. I have bought the product, I've used it, and I do enjoy it. And I'll also start off by saying I'm not affiliated with FZ150 or any of the products that you'll see in this video. I'm just a guy who kind of wanted to have some fun and test out to see whether the product that was really worth it, or is it a little bit of marketing gimmick that he's using over there. So okay, so let's go over what the process is for this test that I'm going to do. I have these pairs of shoes up front here. I have 6 different pairs. They're all pretty dirty, so we should definitely be able to see how well these products are cleaning. And let's go over here and take a look at the products that we are going to put to the test. So I've got 2 traditional shoe cleaners. One is the FZ150 itself, the Foam Zone 150 shoe cleaner and conditioner. The next is this product called Angelus Easy Cleaner for suede, leather, Gore-Tex, nubuck, canvas, a bunch of different shoe types. Then I'm trying something different, this OxiClean Laundry Stain Remover. We'll see how that works. And then lastly, just some good old-fashioned Dawn dish soap. So the process itself, I am going to be cleaning each pair of shoes with a different cleaner. So we'll start with this as an example. And I'm going to use this shoe, and let's say we're using FZ150 on this one, and then this next shoe I'm going to use the green Easy Cleaner on there, for example. And then we'll just keep comparing FZ150 to the different types of cleaners that are there. And then I'm also going to try something with these brushes. So the FZ150 package comes with these nice cleaning brushes. This one is a little harder, like it's designed for the soles primarily, and then this one's a little softer and it's designed for the leather pieces and the uppers. So I'm going to see if maybe the brushes are just as important, if not more important, than the cleaner itself. I'm going to test that by also comparing it to these 2 brushes. So this is kind of the more stiffer brush that I'm going to use for the soles, and then this is just an old toothbrush that I'm going to use for the cleaners on top. So we're going to mark all the shoes with this masking tape on the bottom so we can keep track of it. But let's go ahead and get started with our first shoe. So we'll take this and we're going to use the FZ150 first. So how his product works is pretty neat. You don't have to use water to begin with, or not a ton of water anyway. So you just pump out a few pumps of this, and I'm going to start with the stiffer brush for the soles, and you just dip it in the water a little bit here and kind of get that foaming up. He's got a catchphrase about the foam that, again, his marketing is really good. I really like his videos. They're very entertaining to watch. If you haven't seen any of his videos, I recommend you check it out. I'll link his channel down below. But rather than having you sit and watch all of this cleaning take place, what I'm going to do is stop talking here, and we'll break in from time to time, and I'll show you what the initial results look like. And then I'll also let you know there's no cuts that'll take place in this. So I'm just going to show you the actual end results. There's no fancy editing. I'm not trying to game the system at all. I just want to see how this all looks on its own. So, all right. the video is going to speed up here in a little bit, and we'll catch you in a few minutes. So I'm going to cut in here and slow down the video for a second just to say that normally when he does his cleaning, he will take out the laces and just go to town on you know, the tongue and the inside and the outside. For the purposes of this video, I don't necessarily see the need to do that, so we're not gonna do that part of the process. But he does dunk his shoes in a bucket of water to rinse it off, so I'm trying to keep with the authenticity when it comes to that. These shoes have a lot of like caked on mud on the soles, so we're gonna have to go back and do a second pass on that to get them clean. All right, back to fast speed. All right, so that's the first shoe with FZ150 on the normal brushes. This next one, we're going to use this cleaner and the FZ150 brushes as well. I'm going to first rinse off the brushes really good so that we don't reuse the gunk that was on there. I forgot he uses these things too. So one thing I'll say about the FZ150 product compared to this traditional shoe cleaner, one nice thing about it is that it does foam like that, and so this is just a liquid product, and when I pour on here I'm probably wasting a bunch. But the FZ150, the foam is nice that it just sits right on there and you're not really losing anything. So finishing up the second one here. So after this I'm going to put some tape on the bottom so that we can keep track of which was which. I forgot that he uses these things that come in there. They're just kind of like shoe tree things that go inside to keep the shape. It's nice for cleaning, it just makes it a little easier. This one was the one we just used. The stick. Riveting TV right now. Okay, I wrote FZ151 on there. The one at the end is to show that we're using the first set of brushes, the FZ150 brushes. And then we will try and get this piece of tape on there. It's not sticking very well. Didn't think the tape was going to be the hardest part of this process. Third try. Okay, so we wrote easy 1 on that one. That's called the easy cleaner. Okay. Next, we're just gonna try some Crocs. So, probably don't need that. We're gonna do the FZ150 versus just good old Dawn dish soap. Just do good old Dawn on the second one here. Get a nice good before shot. We realize we're not doing good before and after shots, so this is the. Oops. All right, so one thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna, the right shoe is always gonna be FZ150. So that should help with keeping track of things because this tape is not working great. And then the downside is now I've got a big soapy bucket full of water. So I'm gonna dump this out and refill it. Alright, so I'm going to dry off the back of these so that this can actually stick. So this is the FZ150. This is the right shoe. FZ150, and then we use the first brush. And then this one was Dawn. New water in the bucket, new water in the bowl. Now we'll start with these. So we're gonna do FZ150 versus this OxiClean laundry stain remover. Wait, yep. Get a good before shot here. Both of these. Nice and dirty yard shoes. Rinse that bad boy off. A couple areas where we need to do a second pass. next one we're going to do the OxiClean laundry stain remover. It's kind of a wild card. Definitely not something you would probably consider a typical shoe cleaner. Rinse this off, see if we need to go back on a second pass anywhere. Got some areas in there that I didn't really do a good job of cleaning, so we'll hold that against it on both shoes. So let's dry these off so we can get stick a piece of tape on there. So the right ones we have FZ150, number 1. Well, the sun's going down and we have to get headed out, so I'm gonna have to finish the rest of these shoes tomorrow, and then we'll be able to compare the results here in just a bit.
All right, we're back on day 2. Weather's taking a little bit of a turn for the worse, but we're gonna get back to it. Hopefully we won't get rained on too much.
But we're gonna start today. Everything is gonna be the same. We're just using different brushes. This one for the soles and the toothbrush for the tops. So let's get going. First one we'll do are these pretty dirty Nikes here. Starting off with the FZ150 on the soles. Now on to the green Easy Cleaner. Some test here, dog. That's not working either. Oh, sorry, deep socks. FZ2, what a second set of brushes. Easy to. Stay on time, throw them inside. Alright. This will be an interesting pair because we got the nice white canvas up here. We'll see how that turns out. We're going to do the Dawn next. Did this one backwards. I was supposed to do the FZ150 on the right shoe, so I'll have to remember that. Alright, last pair, super dirty. See how this does. FZ150 versus OxiClean Laundry Stain Remover. Alright, last one. Definitely tell it got it cleaner. It's not great, but last one will be the OxiClean Laundry. That's one thing with this cleaner is it's jelly. It's like thick. It's like a syrup almost. This laundry stain remover, so I need to add more water to it so it actually gets some suds going, some foaming. Let's run. All right. So we're done the first round. What we're going to do next is same thing that the shoe doc does. I got some bags that I can put in my washing machine. I'll do a rinse and a spin cycle for all of the shoes that are not the Crocs, basically. I don't need to do the Crocs because they're already dry. But all of these will need to be rinsed and spun in the washing machine to help them dry. And then after that's done, we'll come back and we'll go through the results. I'm gonna put some tags in these shoes so that we can remember which ones they were. And we'll see you in a little bit. All right, we're back, and the shoes are dry enough now that we can go ahead and take a look at the results and see if we can come up with a winner. So let's take a look at the first shoes that we cleaned. Go on to the next pair. These ones are flopped because I made the mistake of cleaning the wrong one first. But what's on the screen is the accurate label. Last pair. All right, so let's take a look at these shoes. So the first pair here, we got FZ150 versus the Easy Shoe Cleaner, the other shoe cleaner that we had. And if you take a look up close, the FZ150 did do a better job cleaning this area. So if you compare the two, this area's got some darkness left to it. But other than that, I think there's a lot of similarities between them. The sole, especially this part, is not that much different. There's still probably some extra cleaning that could be done to make these look better. So I'd say FZ150 takes a little lead compared to the other shoe cleaner because it cleaned that area better. All right, this next one, Crocs. So this is maybe a bit of an outlier because since these are made out of that more plastic material, they're probably a little easier to clean. I would say the tops, we got FZ150 versus Dawn on this side. The top to me looks like the FZ150 is cleaner. And it's interesting when you look at the bottom, the FZ150 is much dirtier than the Dawn. The Dawn one is more blue, it's much, there's a lot less dirt mark on it. So if anything, I'd say the Dawn takes the edge on that particular type of shoe. This black one, maybe not the best example of a shoe to clean because, so we have Dawn here versus the OxiClean laundry stain remover, or FZ150 I should say, versus the OxiClean. It's hard for me to see a difference at all. You know, the soles are almost identical. I can't see a clear winner at all. Maybe this one's a little shinier, but it might just be the light, the way the light hits it, because this can be shiny too. So I'm going to call that a draw. Next up, we had, again, a different shoe, FZ150 versus the Easy Shoe Cleaner. It's tough. I'd say these are very similar. I'm just not noticing a clear winner on either of these. They're definitely cleaner. All the shoes are cleaner no matter what. And I will say this, with this set, we use the other set of brushes, the ones that I just had at the house, not the ones that came with the FZ150 kit. And I loved the FZ150 brushes way more compared to the other set that I used. I like that one's a stiffer bristle brush for the soles, and I like that to be able to use a bigger soft brush for the tops. So I will say a clear winner in terms of the products we tested today were the brushes that the FZ150 product comes with. But in this comparison, I think we have another draw. This one's interesting. We have FZ150 versus Dawn when it comes to these canvas Vans. I'd actually say this shoe top looks cleaner than this one. So I think Dawn is the winner in terms of canvas. The soles are also cleaner on the Dawn shoe versus the FZ150. So I would actually give a pretty, not a significant convincing win because it's still dirty, but I would give an edge to Dawn on this one. Lastly, we have FZ150 versus the OxiClean. In this shoe, I think it's brighter. There's more gray that is coming through. The shoe is originally gray. This still has a lot of brown to it. The soles are pretty similar. I wouldn't say that there's a clear winner on that. But to me, I hope that comes through on here. The gray from the shoe comes better from the FZ150. So I'm going to say a fairly clear loser would be the OxiClean, especially in this case. So now it's not just cleaning that you have to take into account. There's some other factors. There's the costs that are associated with it. So I'm going to throw up some cost comparisons here, and we'll factor that into the final decision. So I'll show this clip here, this graphic, and then I'll come back and let you know what my final conclusion is. All right, so now that graphic's up there and you see, obviously the winner when it comes to cost effectiveness is Dawn. Dawn's gonna be very inexpensive compared to FZ150. Now, the other thing to keep in mind with FZ150 is there's a whole other suite of products that they have that Dawn doesn't have, that things that can work with suedes and just different types of different shoe materials and things. So that certainly is something to keep in mind when it comes to FZ150. But I would say your best bang for your buck is going to be Dawn. But the overall winner, just in terms of cleanliness and actually cleaning the shoes, is going to be FZ150. I think the fact that it comes in a bottle that creates that foam makes it very easy to spread it out and add the water piece to it. With Dawn, you gotta, kind of dump the water on and really work hard to lather it up. My arms were getting tired after using all the extra effort that I needed to put in with the Dawn. So if you're going for something to clean your shoes, that's just the cheapest thing you can, go for Dawn. But if you want something that's going to do the best job overall, I would go with the FZ150. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate this, all of you out there that took the time to watch this. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please consider it. I'm gonna do a lot of videos that are like this, but I also do resale content as well with my eBay reselling business. So however you got here, I appreciate it. And thank you so much for watching, and stick around. We'll see you next time.